Hi, this is Christine Loughlin, and I'm here in beautiful Westbrook with my dad, Brendan Loughlin, artist. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Christine.
And we are looking at a portrait that you have done, and in the past you have referred to her as your mother when she was like getting married, the face at least being of your mother, my grandmother, Violet. Is that true?
Yes, yes. And originally when I did it, I had seen a poster in a magazine of the cigar lady. So, never knowing that I was doing my mother, that's kind of how it turned out. Years later, I realized, and I had given the painting to a friend whose daughter had felt it served its purpose and wanted to return it. So I took it back and gave another for charity. And then I just redid it. And I bought it back. My mother was slim at her wedding. Of course, she was probably, early 20s.
Yeah.
And then I did the face. And it kept reminding me. And finally, it hit me. I remembered the photos of my mother's wedding. And then I said, oh, so that's what this is all about. So
Yeah.
anyway, I was able to retrieve the painting. It was done 15, 20 years ago. And Christine and I had a good time yesterday out here. So this other one, stay there and I'll bring it over. This other one I had turned it into we started it, and it turned into some type of Halloween face. With the hands and...
Yeah, we were kind of...
Well, what I was doing, I was making the hands, so I was going up and then down like this here, and then the fan was coming up. So we said it looks like Freddy Krueger, because of the way it was going. And so we had a good laugh. And then, after we got off the phone, I said, Christine's sister would probably love that, the way it was, weird looking. Oh, and the face was just solid red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had just made this strange red. I couldn't, the red would not come out of the brush, so I rubbed it on there, and since then the brush dried up, but we'll see what a sort of...
So, in the previous video, you were trying to duplicate almost a very similar painting.
We thought that's what I was doing, but it turns out I was turning something into a monster. Who would know, And it was like a Jekyll and Hyde type thing.
Yeah.
So
it was kind of like, they couldn't have been more opposite. So you had one that was very beautiful and one that was very almost ghostly, I guess.
Show people how this works, see? So, here's the bin. BIN primer. It's amazing. My paintings are done mostly with bin, and I call it pastels and shellac.
Mm-hmm.
So look at, for instance, you just saw me doing that. Look, that's dry.
It's already dry.
It's less than a minute because it's in the sun. And so if I wanted to make it more red, see the powder? I pick up some powder. This is the pastel.
So these are pastel chalks.
Chalks, soft pastel chalks,
Yeah.
not the hard ones. And you can increase the color by putting more chalk on there, and you can change it. It'll dry.
So basically, you're taking a wet brush with the bin.
Right.
Which is, you can buy the bin at any
So the
paint store.
brush would be just a regular brush that would be dry to start. It becomes wet when it hits the bin. Go into the bin. So you see I have the white bin on it?
Yeah.
Now it's red.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you can keep doing this all day without changing brushes if you wanted to, because it's like a miracle. It really is an astonishing way to paint. So I'm just blocking in an area, but with the fingers, the way we did it yesterday, by mistake it turned out to be this strange. So we both laughed so hard, and then I said, I'm going to do a series of them. and call them the Frida and the Lizzie series. But this will be these like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We're going to have one that is beautiful, and
Right.
the other, something went seriously wrong. So we had a good time yesterday, and I'm just kind of repeating it today. Sun is out, the birds are chirping, the gulls were just here. All right, so what I'm doing now, I start, you know, the way I paint, I don't care about rules. How did I make this? So this was purple paint, purple chalk. You can rub it right on there like that.
Right.
I can mix like maybe another color with it. Look, side by side.
So that's purple and gray.
Right. Now so watch what happens. I take a big brush, a great big brush to show you how to do the background. So I can dab it in here a little bit.
Right.
And then you get this really, and then this all will dry. And then like say I want to change the line. So if I wanted to make that, I can go right back over that, change the line. So you can just keep changing and doing, and you see it
So
doesn't
this
become
board,
gummy.
This board, when you first
Masonite.
had it, was masonite, so it was brown. And
I used the bin. You don't have to use gesso. This is a really amazing way to paint. The paintings are high quality, and yet you don't have to spend a lot of money. See, so I can change a line
yeah.
by doing it like that.
So it's the bin that helps
It
you
is.
to be able to recreate whatever mistake you feel you made. You can just go over it as many times as you need. And I've seen you change paintings over and over and over again, just using bin.
So what this is an acrylic. I'm doing some outlines because the sun is up. So I have just an old rag. I wet it, put some acrylic. This is a Liquitex acrylic. Now this is just to have kind of fun and get practice.
So
But
you're
I
going to
think
do another woman here.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be the Frida series. You know.
So one of you, let's make this clear. You're going to do a series. One series will be the very beautiful,
Yes.
was that 1940s?
Oh no, that's even further. This would be actually in the 1890s.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
1870s was when the cigar stores were the most prominent. They actually had the stores only for cigars, and they would so they would put these paintings out front that would lure people in without nudity.
Right.
And when I saw a photograph of one, I said, that is really, how do you make it contemporary? You know, how do you do that? So
No, you've really captured that. And I know with this series, what you're going to do is you're going to have some that are just, you know, the real deal. Beautiful, classic, classy. So you were the word class. And then you're going to do some that are a little bit more bizarre.
yeah. Well, I guess, as you remember, Christine, last summer I did, and you were doing some too, where we were doing just hydrangeas, which
Yeah.
a lot of people love the hydrangeas series that I did, and I loved it. But I'm ready this summer. I'm in a different kind of mood, and I know I'm ready to do some more different look, more portraits.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started off many years ago, I was doing a lot of portraits.
Yeah. No, you're very good at portraits, and I think this would be a lot of fun. I know you're going to do other stuff as well. People love you for your sunflowers, and your hydrangeas, and your funky little towns with churches and stuff. I know you'll continue to bring that into it as well, but this is a little bit different, fun stuff we're going to be doing.
Yeah, it's fun. And
I mean, we couldn't stop laughing yesterday.
we were laughing. uh, first we had to go through the horror of like, Dad, how did you do that? I mean, how did you go from having this beautiful, my mother's name was Violet, to a Freddy Krueger type look? How did you do that? And then we got it on film. And I'm like, we both realized, hey, you know what? Maybe we're onto something here. So, yeah, so I'm like excited. And then I can do the dresses, all kinds of straw or like beautiful green,
Yeah.
hunter green colors.
Exactly.
And
Really hone in on the dresses.
yeah, and I can, and if you're not worried, like if you just want to put a red face on it, you could take a chalk. Even though I don't have, I should get my red brush. The other brush was so funny, it was just filled with red, and I couldn't get rid of it, so I just slammed the face
Which made it look like
to
a
rub to get it off the brush, and it made
kind of a horror.
eerie. Yeah, but it fit with the fingers, and that's what happened. And all right, so look, go into the bin. So take white bin. The white bin is going right into this chalk here, right onto the face. See, so now just think about that was white bin, and so now you just make a block shape. You know, you just kind of go and make a. You're not going to put eyes, or you're blocking in a shape.
So you're gonna try to capture Violet here, or
I don't know. I'm so excited. I haven't been this excited in a long time about doing a series of women from the 1900s with these bizarre dresses and hats and feathers and then, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just have fun.
yeah.
Not worried about it. This age, who cares? You know, you just
So
have
you
fun.
probably be getting some references of women from those
I am. I go to the library.
from that day, and
Posters. They used to do many posters years ago. So you look at the old posters and try and create something that you like. So see, the fan actually, I'll take some of the black and then I'll go over it with pink. The fan will be
here's the
kinda-
Freddy Krueger hand.
Well, this is a
photo.
fan. These are actually feathers. So the Freddy Krueger, we should at least show how that came. So what I was doing, so I was doing like the arm, the shoulder was going to come
Well,
down.
you just had her too short the other day. You just, I think she was like about 3 inches.
There was two things. So she's holding the fan. Let's try and recreate the Freddy Krueger look. So what happened, she was holding the fan. Then the fan would have all pink in it and everything. And then so I was doing that and I was like, all right, so the hand's going to come up, and I was just blocking in it. So I was doing a quick hand. So I went like this and I thought, well, I got a little extra paint. So I did stuff like this. Because that's how it happened. Because I was saying, yeah, look, and I wasn't paying attention. And then Christine started laughing her head off, and it's like
Well,
Freddy
because you
Krueger.
had one that was like with great posture and beauty
Yeah.
and tall and eloquent, and then you kept trying to capture her, but when you were doing was, here, we'll go back to her. She was like 5 inches too short, and
Yeah, and every time I'd
hunched
raise
over.
her up a couple inches, I'd still be short. So,
hunched over with these like black fingernails, and which were supposed to be the fan, but
so if nothing else, we did have a lot of laughs this morning about it, but then I'm like, I'm going to do more. That was so much fun. Like just creating this bizarre. And see, if you take colors with the tint. All right, so this is sea blue green. Tinsel. Pure pigment this is. It mixes with the bin.
yeah.
So look, I can take the red brush into the white bin, put it on the green tint. Now that was the red brush.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No red there. So just from putting it in the bin, it completely turned blue?
Right.
That's
It's
amazing.
called sea blue green.
Well, that tint is really strong. Like,
This is the same brush that I did the red face with a minute ago.
yeah.
What I am trying to show to people, it doesn't matter if you're acrylic or oil. You might want to experiment with these pastels, see, you can put your oil or acrylic right on top, because this bin is a universal primer with shellac. Anything will go on top of it. So it really is an amazing way to paint. See, so I can block in. I have no idea what color I will wind up making this dress, but what I'm doing is I'm blocking in shapes, colors. Love those hands. So, all right, so then up here, I put more bin. Like, say I want to make it lighter. So look, I just go more bin. That stays white. Look at the inside of the can. Stays white.
Yeah.
Even though I'm dipping all these colors in it.
Yeah.
So look at how I can get a really nice, almost light turquoise color here.
So you just keep playing with colors and everything?
Oh, I'm having, this is really fun. The mockingbird is yakking, and
yeah,
we're crossing the water. You can hear the waves. And
we just fed the mockingbird, and that was so funny how he was eating the apple.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is just a really rough draft of
but
this.
It's
right?
look at it's already getting. It's getting a look.
Yep.
That.
It's unique. It's not. I like it that you're not trying to do the exact same picture as before.
Yeah. Well, do you think? Have we done enough for this video, or how much time? Or how much time do you have? This has been good, because maybe this is fine. It was like, I think people will see.
Yeah.
Like, wow, look at what you can do so quickly.
Yeah. No, I mean, we could pick up next video, like maybe after
we can show next time where these are all going. You know, because I think if people see the video, they're gonna like want to follow how successful or non-successful I'm going to become with doing where I'm going. I'll explain. I am going to make an effort at trying to do a series of both beautiful, you know, Beauty and the Beast type paintings. I will try really hard. See, if you want, now I can go back to the tint, less bin, and I can get a much deeper color for a shadow in here.
Yeah. And then I know that you will keep working with the colors till you get them where you want them. These are just base.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have in here, first of all, this is a turquoise sea blue green against a gray lavender. So these colors are bouncing off one another, and very effectively. And again, this is just blocking in, but it shows you, this is what you want to experiment. Buy a small can of this.
Now, where you can buy this?
Hardware stores, paint stores, not in the art stores.
Let me just get, there's paint on it, but so can you buy this at like Walmart, or do you need to go to
I haven't seen it in Walmart, but many paint stores, Ace Hardware, True Value Hardware.
So any hardware store.
Yeah, and then the same thing with the tints. They do not sell them. It's called Tint All. They do not sell them in the
regular
art stores. So you would have to go.
So you wouldn't be able to find this stuff at Michael's. You have to go to a hardware store.
Right, but you would save yourself so much money because you can correct everything, you can go over everything, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, what I would say also is about the chalks, if people are interested in the chalks.
Chalks, soft pastels. Remember how we bought the chalks online?
Yes, you can get them on
$10.
Amazon or eBay. You can get them for about $10 for about 48 chalks, 48 colors, and even less. I mean, I think I've bought them as cheap as $7 or $8. And they work great. I mean, they are a part of the Pastac, painting, because you use all different.
And if you want to see a series of paintings that I've done in the Pastac, if you have interest, go on wayfair.com, just punch in Brandon Loughlin. They're very inexpensive, And
Oh yeah, your prints are amazing. They're all over the world, really. But
Amazon, you can find them on Amazon.
Amazon, Wayfair.
Home Goods did a whole series.
Yeah,
TJ Maxx,
I think the
Marshalls,
best place though to go for your prints is Wayfair.
Wayfair,
Um,
and then Patrick's company, Buy Art for Less, out of Cape Cod. Like if you go on Amazon. But anyway, you'll see what the Pastac look, what it looks like.
right.
How I've done the water, and how.
I want to just show the poppies over here, which is completely opposite of what you're doing
All right,
right
so
now.
let's come over here. So what I'm doing with the poppies, so I did it. This is background with Pastac, and this is oil. This is regular Grumbacher, orange red oil paint. That's what got all the texture. So today I'm fooling around. Like, do I want them that bright? Christine likes them that bright, and so I can, like, I put some bin on here with a little red chalk just to show you. And so I may just go back over a little red. You can do anything you want.
Yeah, you can make them all bright red again if you wanted.
So, but that's what I do. I experiment all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, get a shot.
We'll get a shot of the two.
From the distance.
There's actually 3 up there. So we have the original, which is, I think you've named her Violet, right?
Yeah, that one I will not touch.
And she's just perfect. And you're working on 2, so we get the one down here. And we have to have a chuckle whenever we look at that one, because it cracks me up without the face and everything. It's and then the one you're working, I can see this one really coming together.
Yeah, it's
she's probably more the right height, and that was the thing. On the other, you were trying to get the height.
well, I'm not even worried. I figured just go for the Halloween look, so you don't have to worry about the height or non-height.
Well, there's going to be some. You're going to have some very beautiful, like Violet, and then you're going to have some a little bit different, quirkier.
And we'll show them.
Yeah, what's the name's going to be? Was it Frida's or?
This is going to be the Frida series.
Frida.
Instead of Freddy Cougar, it's going to be Frida Cougar. But we're just going to call it the Frida series. I may do a Lizzie Borden series. We're going to wait and see. But you know what? You still can make them dramatic by colors.
Oh yeah.
And shapes.
And they will be beautiful, whether they're Lizzie Borden or.
They could be beautiful even like this.
Without faces, yeah.
You can still use values.
Yeah.
By like making this lighter. There's so much you could. This is just like bin with a little bit of the green.
Yeah.
And look, you can just change so fast.
Yeah, this is the bin. And you know, the cool thing about bin is it doesn't really dry out as long as you keep the cap on. Sometimes you have to shake it up a little bit, but
you got to stir it.
Yeah,
if you buy bin, ask them to shake
it for you.
And if you open it up and you haven't used it in a while, you'll see the shellac on the top.
It floats to the top, yeah.
But it is an incredible product.
Yeah, it is.
The town of Guilford, I painted almost.
It's funny because you got the paint dripping down the side, but you can see it. It's bin primer.
BIN, shellac base.
Primer.
It's got to have real shellac.
You can get this big gallon size, or you can get a little quart size if you want to just experiment.
You can sell pint size, and you can experiment and try.
Okay, well, today's a beautiful day. We're grateful to be out here. And I think this is a really unique thing that you're starting, and hope everybody likes it. I'm sure they will. It's really good. I just love the original. I mean, I think she's really stunning and classic beauty. So we'll pick up next time. Dad, anything you want to say before we go?
Just thank you for the opportunity to show people. I love being out here, and I love to show people all the options you have and how much fun it is. It's relaxing. It
Mm.
gets your mind off the troubles of the world, and just feel free. I never had an art lesson. You don't need to go to art school. You can just fool around and create something for your wall. Go to the lumber store, buy a piece of masonite. They'll cut it the size you want. Buy the bin, get some chalks, and make your own painting.
Yep.
You don't have to buy my paintings. Make your own.
Well, I
And
think we'll be showing too on our videos how to paint, like what you're doing right now. So
yep,
we want to teach people how to paint with using bin and tints and chalks, and you can use either oils, acrylics, or watercolors. That's the great thing with bin. You can mix it with any medium. So, all right, we'll be signing off here. God bless everybody. Till next time.